Mehmet Celik is the managing editor of Daily Sabah in Istanbul, and it joins me here now in the studio. Thanks so much for coming in, Mehmet. Now, as Hassan Abdullah pointed out, there are a lot of issues to be discussed in Washington today. What would you consider to be a successful outcome from this meeting?
Well, I think on a symbolic level, the fact that President Erdogan and President Trump are meeting and they're willing to at least negotiate or talk, I think it's already a positive outcome. However, when we talk about significant tensions that needs to be resolved, I think with regards to Syria safe zone and bilateral trade, these two elements, I believe both presidents are approaching it positively. And I expect a good news when it comes to the U.S. support for a safe zone, and also fight against Daesh, because anti-Daesh fight is one of the key elements for Trump's re-election campaign. Baghdadi's killing of Baghdadi, and the fact that Turkey has already captured some 13 or more significant names from his inner circle. I think that's something that will bring two presidents closer with regards to fight against Daesh.
Mm-hmm. And you mentioned the Syria safe zone, and we've heard the president saying several times that the YPG have not been cleared from that area. What could the U.S. president do?
Well, the YPG issue is something that I expect for it to linger a little longer, because there is also the CENTCOM aspect of this meeting, which is a little bit different than what President Trump and President Erdogan agrees on. So I think the fact that CENTCOM differs a little bit from Trump's position will make the situation with YPG linger a little longer, and it will continue to be an obstacle for trust rebuilding between the two states in Syria. And I don't expect the YPG to be left alone anytime soon. At least Trump hasn't made up his mind whether to face CENTCOM, another U.S. establishment, for the sake of rebuilding trust with Turkey, because he's also facing a lot of pressure in domestic politics as well.
Exactly. This is what I wanted to bring up next, because it is such an interesting time, and we've got the televised hearings starting soon. Could this affect Trump's decisions with regards to Turkey's foreign policy, or even overshadow?
I mean, it's very difficult to answer this question, because Trump is in a very, very tight situation here. He's facing a lot of challenge domestically. The anti-Turkey lobbies are extremely pushing Trump administration to stand against Turkey, and particularly President Erdogan. So he finds himself in a very challenging position, because his re-election campaign will also be determined by this, will be affected by this impeachment period. So it is very difficult to speculate, and this difficulty has a lot to do with Trump's uncertainty as well. As a character, as a leader, it is not very easy to speculate how Trump will respond, as he's very unpredictable, but he values his relationship with President Erdogan. He does value Turkey's fight against Daesh, and he has given positive signals when it comes to the safe zone in northern Syria.
Mehmet Celik, thank you very much indeed for coming in. Really appreciate your thoughts and your time. Thank you.